welcome to Friday Night Gas, the podcast with Gas. This is where you join us as we go through our weekly therapy session of fantasy football with myself and my co-commentator and co-host, Lum. Lum, welcome back to the FPL chaos that is Friday Night Gas. How are you doing, buddy?
Stressed, frustrated, fuck FPL. That's about it. Can we just burn these season and start again? International
break came at the right time to give us a well-deserved well-deserved rest. Somebody hasn't had any pussy in a while. A well-deserved rest after the break, which is what I was meant to say. But unfortunately, it's brought its own headaches over the international break. I decided to wildcard. Which didn't exactly pan out as I wanted, but this is reflected in the score. So, Lum, keeping it brief, let's go into my team. So, 37 points for the week, below the average of 44. Not great, not fun, and not enjoyable. A whole host of superstars that don't seem to be returning for some fucking reason. Edison in net, conceded, brilliant. Rico Henry out for the season now, twisted knee, who's going to be my auxiliary defender for the remaining 8 fixtures before I took him out. Gusto, clean sheet, brought him in. Udogi brought him in, 2 points. Spursy went all Spursy. Rashford not returning again. Foden not returning again. Saka pulling me out the shit. Madders not returning, just brought him in. Sterling stuck with him, not returning. Haaland, safe, stable, captain, striking Viking, plays for the wrong Manchester, but I love him anyway. And Nicholas Jackson, who seems to be collecting more yellow cards than Clinton's. On the bench, Areola, Archer, Estepinian, and 9-pointer Botman as my last sub. 37 for the week, game rank is 7 million. Doing absolutely fucking piss. Pooah!
Yeah. Could have been worse.
It could have been worse, Lum.
Could have been
Speaking
worse.
of could have been worse, shall we look at worse? Liam, your
Let's
team.
look at worse. Oh no, it's worse.
So much worse.
9.4 million in the world. Right, yeah. Matt Turner in goal, conceded against Burnley. Unlucky. Could have kept a clean sheet, but there you go. Colwell, clean sheet. Thank you very much. Had a goal disallowed as well. Was offside, so fair enough. Chilwell, benched. Came off the bench. Immediately got booked. 0 points, thank you very much. Pedro Porro, 2 points, did nothing. Martinelli, started, scored, disallowed, injured, off. It's like the trifecta of brilliance. Son, against Sheffield United, played a large portion of the game, did nothing, even though there's plenty of chances. He was my captain, so basically a blank. Fernandez picked up his regular yellow card again, 1 point. Maddison, nothing. Saka, did he get an assist, I think? And then Haaland, I should have kept him. I was just trying to be clever because I thought Son's got the easier fixture. It didn't work, but I still kept him. And then, Nick Jackson, the yellow card magnet, picking up his obligatory 1 point. Fleck on the bench, they conceded. Estepinian obviously didn't get named. Buemo never plays. Bayer conceded against Notts Forest. That's it. Shit, basically.
So, pretty shit on both accounts for both of us by the looks of it, Lum.
Yeah.
Not doing so great. So basically, this is an FPL channel of what not to do.
We're testing it out for you.
Whatever recommendations we make, please do the opposite, because at the moment it just doesn't seem to be working at all, does it?
No, not at all. You look at my team, you look at your team, you're like, decent, they should do all right, and they're just not. But I think a lot of FPL content creators are having similar experiences so far, because everyone who seems to be scoring is very low selected. So it's only a few people that are getting these huge amounts of points, and everyone who's got on paper a good team are getting 30, 40 points a week, which is it's not good enough.
I think you've got your consistent players, haven't you? The Mohamed Salahs that we decided to opt against because we wanted to pack the midfield out, like you said earlier when I thought we were recording. Got three assists. Seems to be scoring consistently. Julian Alvarez for City has been completely not smashing it. Again, consistent points. But outside of that, and maybe Sonny's hat trick, it's been relatively low. I don't think there's one particular person that stands out and says, look, you must get him in your team. Not right this second. I think Salah is the go-to guy, and plenty of people are going to rip him up their teams or using a wild card, which, looking back on it now in hindsight, would have made more sense if I put Salah in.
I mean, I've got my wild card left, so it's something that I'm going to have to look at. Maybe getting in some cheaper players and maybe putting in a Mo Salah or something like that. I need to change something, because I can't just keep looking at my team and going, yeah, that's all right, I'll do for another week, because by the time I do come to wildcard, I'm going to be so far behind. It's going to be pointless. It's going to take a miracle for me to catch up anyone.
And that's
so I think I need to bite the bullet and go for it, yeah.
That's kind of why I decided to push the button as early as I did. I thought after the international break, set the team up, obviously put Spurs in, put City assets in because City's run's still pretty good. Keep Rashford because Man United are about to go on a half decent run, hopefully. Fucking hell. We have to get past Burnley first. And then obviously with Spurs, when they play their fixtures and then they get past their fixtures, and the next, is it 2 Arsenal then?
Arsenal, Liverpool. Yeah. Next 2 weeks.
They go into a decent run. So there was always a game plan. The only thing that's throwing a sort of fly in the ointment at the moment is the Nick Jackson. The Nick Jackson, I kept him for last week, kept the faith of him. Hoping to lean into maybe one of the Newcastle strikers, Isaac or Wilson, but at the moment Eddie Howe's playing musical fucking chairs with them both. I'm actually starting to lean away from going with either of them. It's like City syndrome all over again.
Yeah, I did say a video recorded saying I didn't know what was going to happen with Wilson and Isaac, because they're both top quality strikers. They're quite lucky to have 2 that you can put in and they'll score goals. So I don't think Howe's got any problem with resting one for either competition. And we still don't know how it's going to be going forwards. And we don't know if Isak's going to start the next game or Wilson's going to start the next game. It's complete lottery. So although you'd like a Newcastle striker, you're just throwing darts at a dartboard blindfolded, guessing who it's going to be this week.
Yeah, I watched the game midweek against Milan. I thought Newcastle, despite the stats, played pretty well. But we saw Isaac played the majority of the game. Looked absolutely cream-crackered when he came off. Wilson came on, which was a surprise. I didn't expect Eddie Howe to play 2 strikers, especially away at Milan. Not really getting to the game as such, but again, surprising that he'd throw caution at the wind, which now makes me feel Isaac maybe come off early to preserve him for the Premier League, or because Wilson had the smaller run out, will he start? Is it a problem that I want to address next week or the week after, or is it something I just want to completely just negate, despite the fact that they've got a good fixture this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, out of the 2, I'd probably say for FPL points wise, Wilson's probably safest, because even when he comes off the bench, he still manages to score. It's ridiculous how many points he gets from the bench. So yeah, he won't get the appearance points for the 60 minutes and stuff like that. But if he's coming on and only getting 15 minutes and he's still getting a goal or 2, I mean, you can't complain about that, can you? I know it's a lot of money. 8 was like 7.98 million, and there's probably, I mean, you say there's better options, but who? Nick Jackson, yeah, he's less money, but he's getting 90 minutes and not scoring a goal and getting booked on the top of that. And he's got One more yellow card, he gets a suspension, I think. So
Already? Oh, wow.
yeah, that's where we are. That's why I'm thinking about wild carding, because I'm like, he's definitely getting a yellow card next week. I think it's stupid things. It's dissent. It's like arguing back with the ref and stuff. They're avoidable yellow cards. It's not as if he's going in and chopping someone every single week. It's mouthing off.
He's clearly frustrated, isn't he? I don't think he's had the best start, and I don't think when you brought him in, the idea was for him to be the main man. Obviously, with Nkunku being injured, this is probably his best opportunity to make a case for himself starting going forward, but he's not really taking it, Lum. And that miss the other day, holy shit!
The shank.
That was rough, man.
He got right across that ball.
I saw something the other day that said the goal had to be 300 times bigger for him to get it in. Which is...
It reminded me of that, remember years ago we were around yours watching the Man United Chelsea game, and Torres, when he rounded the keeper and he shot the ball and it went wide. It reminded me of that. I mean, I was ready to celebrate that, and when he went wide, I was like, oh my God. It was the same kind of thing. He's in a great position, he can shoot. Oh, damn, what's he doing?
Yeah, he's chaotic. He's a bit like Darwin Núñez, isn't he? I mean, Darwin Núñez is one of those strikers that potentially, with Liverpool's fixtures now swinging, people would look at. But again, Jurgen Klopp it's the consistency, isn't it? You just struggle. Like, unless it's Salah, unless it's Haaland, you have no fucking idea who's going to play.
I think with Nick Jackson, it's A for effort. He's getting all of these chances. His XG's quite high. And it's like, at some point, this has got to happen. 1 week, like I say, if I take him out this week and wildcard, he's getting a hat-trick.
Are you taking him out this week?
I might be, yeah.
I might persevere then.
With the way my luck's going, yeah, it's probably worth keeping him.
I've got to the stage, apart from the wild card, when I look at my team, just thinking, just don't fucking touch it, man. Like,
that's what I've been doing for the last few weeks. Though I've looked at my team and gone, no, don't mess with it. It's all right, and it's not.
See,
it's nice to look at.
I over-tweak, I look at it, and then I get to 12:30 at night and then start making subs or taking -4s, which I don't usually do. I've taken a -4 already this season, which is fucking pretty piss poor for me, considering I've wildcarded. And I'm just struggling. I'm just struggling. It's hard to stay motivated when I look at the team and the players just aren't performing.
Yeah. It's difficult because you're doing your best. You look at your team, you're like, well, what am I doing wrong? What's wrong with that team? And fundamentally, nothing's wrong with that team. It's just those players aren't getting the points that week. It's somebody else. And there's nothing you can do to account for that. It's players that you're not expecting to score the points that are getting the points.
No. But it's mentally fucking draining, isn't it? It gets to the point where you're like, after a weekend, especially being Man United and Chelsea fans, because the football at the moment is fucking shit. So not only are we losing off the pitch, both our teams, or just underperforming massively, the FPL's underperforming massively, so it's like a double whammy of shit every weekend.
Yeah. It's like, Chelsea drew with Bournemouth. Oh, that's shit. Maybe I did well in FPL. Oh no, that's shit too. Going to bed. And it's 8 PM on a Sunday night.
It's not going great for either of us. So, with all that said, plans for this week then, Lum? Have we got any plans to make any changes, or are we hitting the fucking panic button?
I'd say it's very likely the panic button's being smashed with 2 hands on my feet.
So there's a definite wild card coming then. Oh shit!
More than likely, yeah. I'm tired of looking at my team and thinking, yeah, this is fine, because it's not.
Tired mouth.
I'm tired mouth.
Tired mouth.
I've had enough of it. So yeah, I think I just need to do something different. I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm in no worse a position than I am at the moment anyway. But
True.
Whatever my team is now, remember that next week, because it's going to be 100 point. It's going to get 100 points next week, and I'm not going to have any of those players. Not my words.
So with the with that revelation, let's go on to the weekly table and see how we're actually matching up in our league then, Lum. So top, Liam made a really good point earlier. It looks like the league is upside down massively. Everybody who's a big hitter is near the bottom, and everybody who's a gas man is really high this year, this week so far. So number 1, European Tour AVFC Aaron Perrin, which is peak because Villa got beat tonight 3-2. So
yeah, peak.
Small mercies. You might be top of the FPL league, but your team's shit in Europe. And yes, we're shit too. We got beat by Bayern Munich though. So that's the difference.
Oh, we didn't get beat in Europe this week.
You won't get beat in Europe next week either, will you?
No, I don't think.
The week after that.
No. I don't see anyone beating us this season in Europe.
Undefeated. So number 1, Pez. Number 2, non-mover Andrew Deakin, absolute she-show with 36 points this week. Number 3, Crouch Potato, Mike Banks, 44. So I had a decent week in comparison to everyone else. Number 4, manager of the week, Riley Shields, second highest points of the week. But this little shit seems to be on the charge, Lum. I'm not going to lie. A little bit jealous that my son's doing better than me at FPL. I think we should get him on the podcast.
Might have to. He might have some good points to make. We need to copy his team.
I think Riley's Riley's sort of thing that he does is he puts a team in, then just forgets about it for a couple of weeks, and then he just continues just to fucking do well.
Yeah, just accumulate points. Apparently, I read. I think it was on Twitter. Someone said like if you pick this team from the beginning of the season and you just left it, you'd be like 4th in the world or something. And it was some wild team with like completely crazy players in it in some positions, and you're like, how would this be 4th? And you look at my team and your team and other like Jacko's team, other players that are historically pretty good at FPL, and you're like, well, how are we so shit all of a sudden? What's happened?
The world's completely upside down at the moment.
Stranger
things.
Okay.
Yeah. So manager of the week, second highest points of the week. Riley, I'll give you your flowers. Well done, son. I'm very, very proud of you. See if you can maintain this and keep going. Number 5 down. Deltoid December. Joe McMillan with 42 points. Fucking, how is this happening? Number 6. Let's try FC Ben Shields with 47 points. Wildcarded early, put a load of West Ham players in. That might come back to bite him on the arse, but we shall see. Number 7, the Professor. Oh no, sorry, number 7, the Gas Man. This is what I mean. The league's so fucked.
It's backwards.
It's backwards.
When have we ever said the Gas Man is above the Professor?
Oh, fucking number 7, Real Bates, Ashley Bates, 41 points for the week. Number 8, down the place, Emilio Aluko, Reece Banks, the Professor of FPL. Really poor week for Reece, 35 points. I'm up to 9th, which is
way.
Yeah, it's like stepping in dog shit instead of cow shit. To be fair, change name FC. Still, I'm not going to change my name. 37 points. 10th upper place again. John Gillan, Belong United. 50. Is that 55 points? 53 points. An absolute stormer in comparison to many others.
Anybody, yeah.
Way down. I like to play in 11th place. Liam Palmer with 30 points. Ooh.
Yeah, no.
Not good. 12th. Fucking hell. Jacko FC, Lee Jackson. Honestly, it defies belief. 36 points.
I'm still above Jacko, so that's a good thing. Sam's the end of last season. I was first, he was second.
So first and second, and now 11th and 12th. This is like Man U and Chelsea, but obviously we've not been first and second for a long time. But
no.
yes, fuck me. 13th down again. I've changed my name, Craig Fowler. 34 points. And non-mover 14 Slabhead FC Gasman, son of Gasman Taylor Bates, 35 points. And rock bottom still, but with a relatively good week with 43 points, Magpie United Sean Jackson. Mazza of the week, there isn't one. I didn't think it was fair to have a Mazza of the week after the international break. However, Lum,
it's me. I know.
Fucking close to getting it. Again.
I should know. It's mine. I'm having it. I'm going to put it on the mantelpiece.
It's your second Mazza.
I've earned it. It's not as wild as some. It's just I've had a bad week. Like the Harry Kane one for Sean. That's Mazza of the week.
That's Mazza of the season.
Yeah,
the end of season awards is going to be Sean. I find it very hard to fucking beat that. Even my brother putting Cancelo in because he had the money. Although he was already at Barcelona, he's fucking wild.
But it worked. He moved up the league a lot.
Yeah.
Putting Cancelo in, I don't even. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's wrong.
Maybe that's the plan. We just put players in that no longer play in the league and then just hope for the best. Maybe we are missing a trick. So yes, so it seems that this week then Lum is hitting the panic button, panic stations. The ship is going down, but the captain will not let it sink. The wild card will be used. Lum, exciting stuff. Wild cards are always exciting. Is there any particular players you've got your eye on?
The ones that get points.
Sound advice, I like it. There we are.
I'm gonna have to get the calculator out and start doing my math to figure out who I can afford.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to build around Haaland and Salah, and that's going to leave you with enough money to get in Elliot Anderson.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they'll probably be better than what I have and half the price.
Oh, I'll tell you one player we didn't talk about. Sorry, I did actually want to pick up on this. Right, who's dirt cheap, who seems to be getting a lot of minutes with a good run coming up. Is that ugly bastard from Newcastle? His name just fucking escapes me. What's his name? Fucking winger.
Anthony Gordon,
ugly cunt. Sid from Ice Age. I was looking at him earlier. 5.5 million. Seems to be nailed. And yeah, man. Newcastle enabler.
Is that your change for this week then?
I swear to you now, right, I'm not making one transfer this weekend.
Okay.
No transfers this weekend. 0 transfers. I'm not going to look at it. I don't give two shits. I will set my team and then just have a wonderful weekend of just watching Manchester United struggle against Burnley Saturday night and hoping to I get some points off somewhere, somehow. Nicholas Jackson.
Anybody,
anything.
Please.
Arsehole, elbow, I don't care as long as it goes in the back of the net or doesn't go in the back of my defender's net. I need a fucking miracle.
So,
as do you. So with that said, Lum, this has been another Friday Night Gas. This has been the recap. This has been me and you back together for the first time since the international break. Actually, since the Gas Cloud episode. Make sure, try and put it here. Make sure you check that link if you want to hear 4-man talk about football and get increasingly drunk and have a go at John Terry, Ukraine, Sellers, Wolves, Chelsea, Manchester United, and just basically
chasing daddy long legs.
Just basically gassing for 2 hours about utter shit, which we will be bringing back hopefully soon. Lum, myself, you, and 2 other guests to be confirmed. So hopefully we'll do those each month and see how well they go. And
Sweet.
That's another Friday Night Gas episode. So as always, Lum, I've been your happy and humble host, Jamie. This has been my co-commentator,
the unhappy Lum.
The Glum.
That's him.
Glum.
FPL Glum at the minute.
FPL Glum. And this has been Friday Night Gas. Please like, subscribe, tell us where we're going.
Ring bells.
Ring bells. And please subscribe to the premium features in FPL to get extra transfers or to start again.
More wild cards. Gonna reset.
Oh, Christ, I can't wait for the next episode, mate.
Yeah, man.
Right.
We'll see what happens.
I'll catch you later, bro. Peace.
In a bit.